Um, I wonder if you could comment on the article in today's Times about the rise of partisanship in neighborhoods, not just urban versus
Yeah.
suburban, rural versus East Coast, but actually almost block by block in some cases, and how that
You,
affects
you
peer
sent
pressure.
me earlier
Yeah.
the title of that article, and I searched for it, and
Oh no.
I couldn't find any article in today's time under that title. There was an article a month ago in the Times that had almost exactly the title you sent, and it made the point you seem to be making, which is that people are getting way more segregated, almost block by block in neighborhoods. So it was really a result, kind of like that picture I showed of the Google project sunroof
Yes.
of the
Yes.
red dots on the. So if you're living next to a Republican, you're much more likely to be a Republican now than in the old days, and that's political beliefs are contagious. What people believe is highly contagious. Uh, and you shouldn't think of that as a uniformly bad thing. I mean, the world's complicated. How would you know what to believe about most things if you didn't take cues from what other people seem to believe? Collectively, we know a lot about what's going on out there in the world. Individually, each of us not so much. So if you see somebody, a group of people who seem to believe something and they're confident about it, you ought to at least have an impulse to investigate whether you ought to believe that too. You should be critical, yes, of course, but
I guess what struck me is that it was yet another strengthening of certain feedback loops.
yes,
That you
yeah,
know,
it was exactly that. Yeah, it's just exactly an example of the phenomenon we've been talking about.